Hi sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about maternity clothes, and I'm going to just be showing you sort of my experience with the maternity clothes that I've had and what I've sort of taken away from my last two pregnancies, what's been helpful to have, what I just really didn't need, and what I think I might need the next time I'm pregnant. So that's pretty much all the explanation you need. Let's just jump right in. So I've divided my clothes that I have into different piles. So I've got the bottoms, the tops, dresses, sweaters, stuff like that. So I'll just start with the pile that's closest to me. Bottoms. So I was pregnant at two very different times of the year with my two boys. With Joseph, I was at the end of my pregnancy in January and February. With Blaze, I was at the end of my pregnancy in June and July. So those are two very, very different seasons. So I needed different things. I actually think I preferred being more pregnant in the summer. Yeah, it's super hot, but like you can find water sources, there's AC, stuff like that. It was actually, I think, more hard for it to be winter and to be cold, but I still had to bundle, but nothing really fit. And so I had to get this like big coat because I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on a maternity coat. It was a whole thing. So I think I actually enjoy being pregnant more in the summer because I just had to worry about less clothing and it was easier to put shoes on, and you get the picture. A lot of the clothes that I wore in actually both of my pregnancies I have since gotten rid of, just because basically by this second time around, they just didn't fit anymore. Like a lot of the dresses that I had that were like cute and snug and showed off my belly just weren't really fitting that well. They had kind of stretched out. The shirts that I had stretched out, and it was like it hadn't stretched out over the belly part. It's like it stretched out on the shoulders, and they had run their course over the first 2 years. The next time that I have a baby, I think I'm gonna need to get a few more staples, but we'll talk about that later in the video. So here's the bottoms that were useful for me. I had these maternity shorts. I love this band that goes all the way around. Some people really hate having things on their belly, especially when they're pregnant, but I actually really liked it. This was like a very thin, stretchy, breathable material. Don't get me wrong, when it was summer, I was still super sweaty, but you're sweaty anyway, so who cares? But I liked that I was able to bend over and not worry about like showing the whole world of my bum, you know what I mean? It was just easier to have shorts like this. The other pair of shorts that I wore a lot during my pregnancy were these bad boys. I still wear them. They're very loose and baggy, but they're super comfortable, and they were really comfortable when I was pregnant as well. They were low enough that they just were able to go right under my belly, and I just wore a longer shirt with them, but I wore these a lot, and so I kind of had the two different sides here. I have the one that I can like pull all the way up, and then I had ones that could just go under my belly, and I liked both for different reasons. And oh, I forgot to say, these shorts were from Target, and these were from ye old Goodwill. So there you go. Along the vein of shorts, I also had these that I just got from Walmart. They were super cheap, but they just tucked under my belly as well, and they were nice and stretchy, and they also had a drawstring in the front. So I liked when I could find clothes that fit when I was pregnant, and I knew I would just be able to like cinch them down more, and they would kind of be able to stretch for postpartum, and then also just now I use them as workout shorts. Same with these guys, nice and stretchy. These were great for working out. Leggings. Leggings is kind of the pregnant lady's best friend. Honestly, they're kind of everybody's best friend, but I loved wearing leggings during my pregnancy. It helped when I didn't want to get out of my jammies, but I did want to be wearing regular clothes. I could just put leggings on with like a pretty top, and I felt a lot better about the day. I had a couple different pairs that I wore. These guys were, I think, also just from Goodwill. Honestly, I don't know what brand they are. Okay. Moma, something like that. I've never heard of that brand. But anyway, these also had just like a stretchy belly top, and these were super comfortable. And the perk about getting clothes from Goodwill is that they're already lived in. So you wash them and you get them all nice and clean, but they've already been worn in, they've already been broken in. And so especially when you want to be really comfortable, these things are really nice for that. I got a pair of very like strong compression thick black leggings from Target, and I liked that they were thick because they were almost more of a pant. here was my beef with them. So these were the Isabel brand from Target, and I don't love this thing. It's like a crisscross in the back, and then it comes up high in the front. But it's like a double, I don't know if you can see this, but this is the front panel for the belly. And it's stitched up here at the top, but it's a double layer. Like, it pulls out like this. So there was a lot of fabric going on up here that like moved all around, and then it crisscrossed in the back. So it was low in the back, and I felt like they were always riding down in the back. But I guess you didn't have coverage in the back if you didn't want that. I personally would have rather just had like this same top on these leggings. And they were pretty tight around the legs. They were just very, very compression-y. So I don't wear these very often, but they were expensive and they were nice. So I might keep hanging on to them if I choose to wear them again. I have a pair of, oh no, these leggings. I should be giving these away too, but they also are really nice. I think I got these from Goodwill as well. They were more like a footless tight. So they were kind of like a pantyhose material, and then just had a high belly basically. But like tights, they just like end up where you feel like the crotch is at your knees, but the belly is still up here. Like, it just doesn't stay very snug, and it's really uncomfortable to walk because you just feel like your pants are falling down. Not great, but the idea was there. Same thing, little belly panel, black jeans. I loved these, and then the ones that I already had originally. I have two pairs of these. They had that nice belly band that goes all the way around, and they were just like a nice, like skinny black jean, and they felt really flattering, and they just felt as close as I could get to real clothes while I was pregnant. So these were like my best friend. I wore them like on cooler summer nights. I wore them in the fall, in the spring, in the winter. I really liked those, and they were comfortable, and they stayed on, and they went with everything. So I wore those a lot. The jeans that I do have are these guys, and they just have like a stretchy panel right there. So they just go under your belly, and then they stretch on the side. They kind of fall down a lot. That's sort of the bane of pregnancy pants existence, is like, they just feel like they fall down a lot. Something's always rolling or, you know, falling over. I feel like, either the waistband rolls down or it's just falling down anyway. Like, your hips are moving, your stomach is growing. Pants are not your friend. But these did the best that they could. My favorite pants, honestly, besides my black jeans, were my overalls. I couldn't wear them like super, super long into pregnancy, but I was able to wear them in early pregnancy, and they were so much fun, and they just sort of like held everything in all snuggy, and I was able to wear them. I'm able to wear them now postpartum. So these were great. And I think these were from Old Navy. And the blue jeans were from Target. I've gotten kind of into the sweatpants realm. Again, I had more pairs of sweatpants that I wore constantly. Like, I bought this pretty inexpensive pair of like purple and black floral sweatpants, I think from Ross or something, for like $6, and I wore the heck out of them. I wore them while I was pregnant both times, and I especially wore them postpartum, and they were cute and they were comfortable, and I would wear those with just like a black tank top and a sweater, and I felt put together, but I felt really, really comfortable. So I kind of wore out the other pair, but I still have this pair that I think I also got from Ross, and I still wear these all the time as jammies, and these got me through late pregnancy and postpartum. So these were wonderful. Same with these are just like my regular jammy pants, and they just were able to tuck right under my belly. I wore those all through pregnancy. Long t-shirts like this is like since stretched out, but those were like my best friend throughout pregnancy, especially just staying at home. It was sort of like a clingier, drapier fabric, so it wasn't like just a full out regular, you know, cotton t-shirt, but it was able to cover my belly, and it was comfortable, so I wore those a lot while I was at home. Speaking of shirts, obviously, like I said, I don't have a ton of them anymore because I had to get rid of them, but I had one that I really, really liked, also from Ross, but it unraveled in the wash. I guess that's kind of what you get for getting cheaper made clothes. But I really liked it because it was soft and it was long. Like, it was actually long enough to cover my whole belly the entire pregnancy, and I loved that. I have a couple of these old Lululemon shirts. I've never bought them brand new, but they were at a garage sale that someone was selling them and getting rid of them. So I have a couple of these, and they were just like a tunic-y shirt, a little bit shorter in the front, longer in the back. And those were really easy to wear, like I was saying with my leggings. Tunics were kind of my BFF, both during pregnancy and postpartum. I feel like I looked a lot for clothes that I could wear both during my pregnancy and then immediately postpartum, so that I didn't have to have so much in-between clothing. It just sort of worked for the whole transition. So I had this. I think I had one or two other tunics as well, but they just didn't fit anymore. This one has fit the longest, so I've held on to this one, but I think it's actually like a junior's like jersey swing dress, but on me it was like a tunic. And so this with leggings, I could breastfeed in it. It was comfortable. I felt like I looked somewhat put together after birth, and I just wanted to look pretty and yet still be comfortable. So tunics or like a swing dress kind of material, especially if you get them like in a junior size where they're more like a tunic, the real MVP of the whole clothing situation. Tank tops. Tank tops are going to be your best friend. They're really easy to nurse in, and they're really easy to put on when you're pregnant. Honestly, I feel like my favorite outfit both for pregnancy and postpartum, I'm literally wearing it right now, and I actually wore all of what I'm wearing right now in both while I was pregnant and postpartum. So I'm wearing these black linen shorts that I got from Goodwill. And these just super easily tucked under my belly as well, and they have a drawstring on them, so I'm able to tighten them now. And then just a black cotton tank top, and then a chambray shirt that I can just wear unbuttoned over it. So this was like my go-to while I was pregnant, because I could just leave it open when my belly was growing, and it still is fun and comfortable now. But yeah, get yourself some solid maternity tank tops. These have like little stretchy bits on the side. I got one in like a pretty maroon color, and then I honestly just have like several black ones because that was my kind of favorite color. They don't stain. They're easy to wear with anything. This one had like a fun little crisscross on the top. And I just could wear these with like my shorts, my jeans, a skirt, and just feel like for a minimal amount of clothing, I get a put together feeling, and I'm comfortable, and it's something that I was able to wear from pregnancy and into postpartum. So if you're looking for the simplest and easiest and probably the most inexpensive pregnancy and postpartum outfits kind of just for your week, I would say like get a bunch of basic tank tops that are comfortable, and then just pair those with like the couple of pairs of pants or shorts that you have. And then if you're in a colder climate or you're going into a colder season, stuff like this that you can throw over. Or, let me pull my sweaters in now. I had loved this sweater. I've worn it through both pregnancies, and I still wear it postpartum. It's kind of like a fun drapey sweater, just sort of drapes down in the front. It's got a cool little button detail. I like that the sleeves were more snug, but it's like a really nice cotton material, and then it was more flowy. So it's really flattering whether you're pregnant or postpartum. And then I also just got some of these open, longer sweaters. And then I have this one kind of just fun sweatshirt that has a little cinch at the waist, but then it kind of is able to go over your belly when it's bigger as well. And then when you're just postpartum, it's more just like a drapey sweatshirt. Honestly, that was like my go-to outfit, was the tank top, some bottoms, and a little sweater if it was cooler. Obviously these tank tops, I just like wasn't super duper comfortable wearing just these kind of going out places. If we were walking around our neighborhood or I was at home, it was fine. But it definitely just looks like an undershirt that you would wear under a dress or something. So I didn't really wear this out. So in the summer, if I was going out, then I would wear more like a tunic-y top like this that has some, you know, a thicker strap. Or I had several just short sleeved maternity shirts that I wore all the time, but I did wear them all the time, so I had to get rid of them because they just got worn out. But if you have some maternity short sleeve tops, some of these tank tops, sweaters, and bottoms, that's what I wore the most of. Here's another sweater. This is just like a big open chunky sweater. Basically open sweaters that can just be thrown over your tank tops will be like your best friend during pregnancy, because they look so cute after you're not pregnant anymore, but they are so easy to put on and they make room for your growing belly. It's really nice when you can find clothes that just can grow with you and then go back to. And then I just had a few dress to your more normal shape as well. This is for days that I wanted to dress up or for Sundays. This skirt from Goodwill has been my best friend. It's got a stretchy top, but I'm gonna be sad when the elastic wears out on this. But I was able to wear it over my belly when I was pregnant, and I can just wear it at my natural waist now postpartum. It's really flowy, it goes with everything. I love this skirt. I love this skirt, and it was from Goodwill. I'm telling you, all of my favorite clothes I've ever had have been from Goodwill. My friend gave me some dresses as well. This one has been one of my favorites. I'm able to wear it postpartum because it's really stretchy, so I can just sort of like stretch when I need to nurse. But it was really pretty when I was pregnant as well. I love the top of this. I feel like it's very flattering and it's very just like givey. So I like that when you're bigger or fuller in pregnancy, it still fits and it stretches to kind of meet those demands. And then when you get smaller postpartum, it like shrinks back down with you. So clothes like this have been really nice. This is awkward. So I stopped filming the video, and then I remembered that my favorite dress that I wore for maternity and postpartum, I didn't even talk about, but I changed my shirt, but I want continuity in the video. So if my shirt goes boop boop, that's why. Okay. This shirt, you guys, it has all of the things that I was talking about with the other dresses, where it's got the stretchy top, so there's some give, which is super easy with nursing. I love it. I just love it. I can't say enough good things about this kind of top. It can be weird sometimes when you wash it, like sometimes an elastic will get snagged, so you kind of have to be careful with that, but they're just really nice. I think this is an off-the-shoulder dress, but you can wear it on the shoulder, and that's just what I prefer. But this dress it was nice and stretchy. I did my maternity photo shoot in it, I think at like 36 or 37 weeks with Blaze, and I wore this dress last Sunday. So this is like 9 months postpartum, and I can totally still wear it. So this dress just has been a good faithful through the like waxing and waning of my body between pregnancy and postpartum. I have several dresses here that I think I've had since college, and I have still worn through pregnancy and postpartum. The funny thing is they are also all from Goodwill. So this dress has been a favorite of mine. It's actually got a hole in the side that I need to fix. It's like slowly unraveling. But it's got like this fun little crisscross top. So it's really easy to nurse in, and it's just my favorite basic color, black. And same with this dress. But yeah, it's just this very simple, sort of like classic-y, just sort of like basic sundress. I was also able to wear this or a jean jacket over it. I'm able to nurse in it. It was great postpartum, pregnancy, and I wore it, and I still do wear it all the time. I got these dresses at Ross as well. They're super stretchy. Obviously they're made out of a cheaper material. They're mostly polyester. So I don't know how long they'll wear for. I feel like the cotton clothes that I have just wear forever and ever and ever, and they stay really nice. So we'll see how long these hold up, but so far they've been fine. I wore these throughout pregnancy just because they had a lot of give, and I am still wearing them postpartum, and this also has that sort of V-neck detail that makes it really easy to nurse in. Dresses that have kind of that more empire waist and have that V-neck detail are really nice because they still look good and fashionable postpartum, but they just have that comfort and that give that you need throughout pregnancy as well. I have several more just basically of that style. I get so excited when I find dresses that I can breastfeed in, because it's so hard to be able to find a pretty dress that you can wear and then comfortably nurse your baby in. So I get really excited when I find them. This was on sale at Altered State, and I actually wore this for Blaze's baptism. So I just had my friend sew a little snap in the top because it just fell open way too easily, but I really like this dress. So that's pretty much everything. This definitely was not all the clothes that I wore through my pregnancies, but like I said, I had to get rid of a lot of my like basic pieces just because I did wear them out over these last 2 years. But yeah, that's kind of my takeaway, is just to get yourself some really good basic pieces and your regular clothes will mostly work with you for a long time. In my opinion, it wasn't useful just to like run out and get a bunch of maternity clothes right away. And honestly, the ones that I did go out and end up getting are the ones that I've since gotten rid of because they just like weren't super comfortable, or like they were just so obviously maternity clothes and I didn't feel good in them. So it's kind of nice when you're able to find, you know, dresses like this where it has some stretch to them, or clothes that you already have that just are comfortable and that feel more normal and that are able just to grow with you. Leggings, cottony dresses, tank tops, and then a few of these like maternity shorts and pants were so useful. And don't underestimate just kind of going to your local thrift shop and just trying on what's already there, or going to stores and looking at like especially just their dress and their tunics section, because those oftentimes are able to work so well for maternity clothes without that huge maternity clothes price tag. So I hope that video was helpful. Looking back at all these maternity clothes just gave me so many happy memories of being pregnant, but also just those long days, you know, when you're feeling really big and trying to get comfortable, trying to find something to wear. Just so many, you know, memories and thoughts that come flooding back in. It's special, and it's just cool to look back on sort of what you've come through and what clothes were there for you when you were going through such a huge change in your life. This has been really fun. I hope it was helpful to watch, and thank you so much for watching this video. And please like with your little thumbs and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!